Hello and welcome. Chris from Missouri here, bringing you another video about vintage baseball cards. In this video, I'm going to show you some cards. I'm going to share with you some cards that I picked up through various ways. I purchased some cards from a guy that I think I call him a wholesaler. I bought some cards off of eBay. I had trade night on another channel. And I had some wonderful gifts sent my way. Now, I tell you, it's neat that this hobby is like this, where you can, as an adult, I can buy cards now, but I can also feel like a 12-year-old kid trading cards with friends of mine because of this YouTube stuff. And I really wanted to do this, if you would, to help update me whether you're going to Strongsville, Ohio to the show in April. That show runs the 19th, 20th, and 21st, I think. And you guys, some of you are tired of hearing about it, but Strongsville's, I believe, is the oldest running all vintage show in the United States. Now, I could be wrong on that, but I'm going to go ahead and give it credit, and somebody can correct me when they see me. But I just want an update so I can share who's all going. If you know, I already know you're going, and I've read it out loud. You don't have to tell me. But if you don't unsure whether I know, just go ahead and comment here or message me somehow and let me know so I can update everybody here in a couple weeks of the show. And so that's really why I'm doing that. So doing this, but I cannot do a video without showing some cards. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this camera around and show you some cards and talk to you a little bit. I hope this doesn't make you dizzy. Oh, still celebrating the Chiefs Super Bowl. I'm going to try to keep the glare off of this as much as I possibly can. I promise it will get a little bit better than this. So I picked up some cards, and these are in no various order, but two of them will be, and I'll show them to you here in a minute. But I picked up this, trying to finish up a Willie McCovey run, and I know this isn't his base set, but I really like these cards right here, and these 1960 All-Stars, and that was also his rookie year card. Look at this beautiful Mini Minoso. Try not to let my Midwestern accent come out. I got a Midwestern accent and a hillbilly accent combined. Now I have this Pete Rose, but I just thought that was a beautiful card to pick up. Now, as you guys know that watch this channel, I really am into player runs, and I'm working on a Willie McCovey player run. Almost finished with it. I will be finished when my next SGC submission comes back. These two were my goals last year to finish up, and I didn't quite get them done. It's nice to have goals, but every once in a while you can deviate from those. Working on a Steve Carlton, getting closer and closer to finishing his run. Matter of fact, I'm going to check it this evening to see if these did that as well. Look at this beautiful 1972 Steve Carlton. Speaking of 72, a pitcher that is very underrated, and I love this 72 card of Jim Palmer. I believe he's the winningest pitcher of the 70s. He's also the winningest pitcher from 1975 to 85 in the American League, I believe, because one of my favorite pitchers, Dennis Leonard, is number 2 for the Kansas City Royals. Now look at this beautiful Jim Palmer, just right before his release. Just beautiful looking card. Crazy colors. It just works perfectly. Now this is one of my favorite Billy Williams cards, even though it's in an A's uniform, and typically he doesn't belong there, but that's a beautiful looking card. quietly trying to finish the Billy Williams run before it gets on the wheel in Showcase Showdown. Now, I'm a Tony Perez fan, and I'm getting closer to finishing his run. Look at this beautiful 1976 Tony Perez. And the 1971 Tony Perez. I do not have far to go on his run, but especially because I picked up this 68. For those of you that are listening that are just looking at cards and don't know what player runs are, I usually do the basic set, which is just base cards from every year that he played that a card came out. And I mainly do tops. Every once in a while I deviate. The older cards I love to do Bowman and play ball cards. Now, we had trade night the other night, and I'm not going to show you all the cards, but trade night there's a channel called, and I give this plug to them all the time. It's For Collectors, For Collectors. And they're really good guys. I give them a hard time. And they have this trade night, and get over there and watch it. It makes me feel like a 12-year-old kid every once in a while. I've been on there the 3 times they've had it, and basically what you can do is you can watch them, and they'll get some cards out that they are willing to trade or sell. And you can buy some or comment in the comment section. But also, they'll let you on if you have some cards you want to trade, they'll let you on, and maybe you can make a deal with them. And I traded for this Whitey Ford. Well, and there was some other stuff that I traded, and I'm not mentioning any guys' names or anything like that, but all of them everybody's good. It's reputable. They're great people. And anyway, I ended up getting this Whitey Ford for my Whitey Ford run. And this was just beautiful that I picked up. And it just came in the mail today. And it's an exhibit, Mickey Mantle. And that is just a wonderful, wonderful looking card. And now I'm gonna show you 4 cards. I got a gift, and I'm not mentioning anybody's names, but there's a guy that watches my channel, and I think we just made a connection because he said he and I have a lot in common. He just wanted to give me some stuff. And this is what makes it. It's not getting free stuff's not what I'm talking about, but making connection is what YouTube is all about, and becoming part of this card community is all about. And I said I wanted to make a friend. This year was one of my goals, and you don't have to give me cards to be a friend, but this guy and I talked a little bit, everything. And anyway, I'm going to show some cards before I get all teary-eyed. But look at this Whitey Ford. 1956 Whitey Ford. Just a beautiful, beautiful looking card. Sorry about all the glare, but I love that card. Now look at this Eddie Matthews in a 53. Just a beautiful card. Very underrated player. And I'm finished with the Eddie Matthews run, I believe. And that's one of my favorite cards. And then the last 2 cards, just excited to show you. 1952 Topps, Monte Irvin. Now that's beautiful. Just everything about it is just a good looking card. And last but not least, I got a 52 Topps Larry Doby. Now, I'm not finished with the Doby run because I traded one of the Dobies away to traded a 1950 away to John 3D80s guy, and now I got to go on the hunt and find one. But this card will never leave my collection. It's just, I'm going to remember 20 years from now where I got this card, and that is a good reason why you collect cards. It's neat that these cards, that when you get a card in your collection, it can come with a story. And there's some guys out here that can just tell you where they got a card and when they got it, where they were at, who was with them, and that's what makes some cards special. And I was started to using tape on the back of my cards or on top of my cards because I was afraid I was going to lose that connection with some people that I got cards from that were close to me, and there was a story to them. And I get a lot of people that make fun of me because I got yellow tape on top or red tape because it goes in here, or blue tape because it's a rookie card. But sometimes I do that because I don't ever want this mine to lose where I got that card, and I'm afraid to. But anyway, enough of that. Enough of talking about the old man stuff. But I love showing cards, and I like the fact that I'm going to see some of my friends at the Strongsville show, and I'm glad that I get to act like a 12-year-old kid every once in a while on trade night with four collectors. And guys, you can tell I'm having fun, and I hope you're having as much fun as I am. And listen, it is just a hobby. Collect what you like.